This episode is brought to you by Butter Skin, a Black-founded, Black-led skincare brand created specifically for our melanin-rich community. Now, y'all already know this show is about feeling good on the inside, but let's not forget about the outside. Your glow, it deserves love too. Butter makes it easy. I use their cleanser, their 15% vitamin C serum to keep my skin even and dark spot free. Oh, and that moisturizer, baby, butter. My skin feels hydrated, healthy, and like I'm showing up for myself morning and night. Because real wellness, it's not just meditation and journaling. It's those small rituals that remind you matter. And when I say my skin is loving me back, just click the link in the video description box to shop my favorite butter products. You'll get a special discount too. Consider it your reward for showing up for yourself today. All right, now, let's get into today's conversation. Calling all my sweeties to the forefront, I'm your host, Renee Hayslett, and this is the Keep It Positive Sweetie Show. Sweeties, have you ever met someone who doesn't just show up, they shift the room? Yeah, we are talking impact. Today's episode is all about that quiet power, that loud purpose, and that kind of presence that leaves a mark after you've walked away. Because cute is cool, but impact is forever. Let's get into it. This is Keep It Positive, Sweetie. Today's guest is someone I not only admire on screen, but deeply respect off screen. She's bold, she's funny, she's real. And she's one of those women who brings that light with her everywhere she goes. You might know her as scene-stealing Danny from Tyler Perry's Sisters, but trust me, Mignon is so much more than a character. She's a storyteller, a creative, and a woman of faith. She has worked her way up in this industry with grit and grace and that signature Mignon sparkle. I am so excited to have this honest, joyful, and impactful conversation with my sis today. Sweeties, please give a warm welcome to Mignon, my sister. Hey, boo. Now, the people have been wanting this one.
I know.
They've been wanting. No, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm happy we could make their dreams come true.
I know. See, this is what we do. Once again. No, people every week, they're like, we want more of Danny and Fatima. Mm-hmm. When are we going to get some Fanny? Or what's the name? Fanny, Fatima? Yeah, Fanny. I think that'd be our nickname. Datima.
Because Datima's like the team, too.
Exactly. Yes. And we make a really good team.
I like it.
We do. I do. Come on out. Put it together. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We, when we're working, we don't get to talk as much. In the past few seasons, we didn't have a lot of work together. Mm-hmm. I think the last 2 seasons we filmed, we've actually gotten to work more together. Mm-hmm. We built our own relationship, our own language. Like, I can just look at her and she's like, I know exactly what she's talking about. It's so funny. I'm like, you good? She's like, I'm like, got it. I read all that. I read it.
They all talk about how I go mute. I do have I just start kind of.
You'd be like, yeah.
But she has mumblecore. She'd be like, that time we did with it. I was like, I didn't understand anything, but I understood everything.
The crazy thing is, me and my brother had that language. Mm-hmm. So I guess you really are my sister because he's the only one that understands me and you now. Yeah. My mom be like, what are y'all talking about? Be like, and he's like,
is that Tennessee?
It must be. It must be. I don't know what it is, but that's what. Yeah, I mumble, and you get it.
Yeah,
I love that. I love it.
It don't even matter. It's like just she telling y'all that the pickup is wrong.
Listen, get it together. I love it. So because we work when we're working, we are working. And I was like, I really want to sit down and talk to you and even for the audience to get to know you more. Mm-hmm. Because the times that we have talked have been so enriching for me, learning more about your faith. We have financial talks. We talk about so much. Like in our breaks, it's like, what about this? Who do you use for this? What we talk about so many different things.
Helps me so much.
Aw.
You've got impeccable taste.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much. But that's what it's about. We talked about in our prayer about not gatekeeping and making sure that we're sharing the knowledge. And this season,
you do not gatekeep.
I don't. Because for what?
For what?
Somebody told me. Hello, why should I take what somebody else gave me and keep it all to myself?
Abundance. It's an abundance mindset.
Yep. That's it.
You got it.
That's it. You got it. But no, I wanted to have you on so we can learn more about you.
Yeah.
Because when we are working, we don't really get to dive into those things. So I was like,
Mhm.
let's have Ming on so we can really
That's true.
dive in, dive into who you are, some of your goals and everything, just so we can know more about who you
Yeah.
are. So you were born in DC, raised in DC, and then
Raised in Georgia.
okay,
Raised in Georgia. Augusta.
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta.
Born in DC, raised in Augusta. I did go to the Masters last year.
You did.
Yes, it was crazy.
Was it? I've
Yes,
never
it
been.
was great. I went with Mercedes. We need to make that happen because you
Okay.
drive a Mercedes. Come on
Oh,
now,
you
make your
went with Mercedes as
yep.
like a ambassador or something?
Yep. So
Oh
that
yeah,
we can
don't
make
get
that
cute.
happen. Don't get cute. I got you.
You get cute
You're like
because I
I'm from
do drive a
Augusta and I
Mercedes.
drive a Mercedes. That's a double win right there. You need to go to the Masters next year. It's an experience
Yeah.
of a lifetime. I got to go and Tiger was there, so it was like really dope.
Well, that's the thing. Like
hmm
growing up in Augusta, I literally lived down the street from the golf course. But you might
Wow.
as well live a world away because, it's an exclusive club.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, child, whatever. I'm trying to get out of Augusta and go to LA anyway, or New
Right.
York. So,
Seriously, what was
yeah.
it like as young Ming? Like, did you know you were funny? When did you realize that you had this knack for acting or even wanted to act?
So I always say that it was a knowing with like acting.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily know I was funny until a certain age, but like
Yeah.
the thing about acting, it was understood. I was
Mm-hmm.
watching. I used to love Muppet Babies,
Yes.
and you know how there's the rolling credits,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's Miss Piggy just being an actress. Like, oh, that's what I do, and I was like 3, so it was just a knowing
Wow.
before there was an understanding of what being an actor or being
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood or movie star was.
Right.
So I actually tried to get away from it. I thought I was going to be a marine biologist. I thought I was going to go into psychology just because of different struggles and traumas and insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually God was just like, nah, shout it.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. I
You
put
got
something in you
it.
for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah. What were some of those struggles and traumas that you went through that got you to that? Nah, Shawty, you got this.
Well, just so I went to Pepperdine University for film school.
Mm-hmm.
Graduated, had a hard time finding a job in film. So I
Mm.
worked in the nonprofit world. Eventually got a job in TV. I used to work on Dance with the Stars.
Really?
Yeah, I was a PA.
Wow.
Girl, I've been a PA, a production coordinator, post production coordinator, coordinating producer, story assistant on short films, like with other people's short films. I've been
Mhm.
like an AD. I've been, of course, a PA.
Man, I did not know all
Ma'am,
this.
ma'am.
Our stories are so parallel. I had
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah.
See, that's why you.
So you
Yeah.
find out that, but like
Yes.
I tried to work behind the camera. Then I was like, okay, I can work behind the camera and eventually put myself in stuff
Yeah.
because of the,
Mhm.
you experience rejection in life and you experience trauma and you experience being told, oh, that's not for you.
Mhm.
They,
Yeah.
Delta Burke was Delta Burke. Like, you don't get to be your size and do this. How many
Right.
people your size are doing this?
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay. So I
Mhm.
was like, all right, I'll just make my own stuff.
Yeah.
And then um, doors started closing and I started fasting like in my 20s.
Mhm.
And one of the times I was fasting, I was reading the book called The Alchemist. Well, listening to it.
That is one of my favorite books.
It's absolutely one of my favorite
I tell
books.
people to read it at the beginning of every year.
Top 5. I think it should be a ritual for me as
Yeah.
well
It's so good.
because Paulo Coelho, I think that's how you
Mhm.
pronounce his last name.
Mhm.
I mean, he's also a believer. So it's just
Yeah.
like understanding our journey, our life path is
Yes.
just really important.
Mhm.
And that book really helps you in like visual storytelling
Yeah.
to understand your own personal hero's journey.
Yes.
And so, anyway, so just kind of starting that, so at that time, it was kind of like the call to adventure
Mhm.
because my brother was kind of pouring into me. I was fasting. I was like, God, just tell me if this is for me or not.
Yeah.
My brother was like, remember that little girl who had these dreams and she didn't care what anybody thought and when you were a child and then you get to that part in the book of The Alchemist where it says, well, if a child tells you in a dream, then it's true.
Yeah.
And I put all those things together and I was like, okay, I'm gonna move back to Atlanta. They'll see that I'm LA trained. I'll get all the jobs.
Right. Because that's the move, right? People think go to LA and come here, they're going to definitely hire me.
Doors will open.
Yes.
They'll fly open.
Mm-hmm.
Zero.
Zero.
My goodness.
Nothing. But that's because God was like, take acting classes,
Mm-hmm.
really get back to it. Because even when
Yeah.
I was in college, I was taking acting classes,
Mm-hmm.
but I still focused on film studies.
Right.
He was like, nah, you need to go after this
Mm-hmm.
hard,
Yeah.
100%. And then I did that. I think I really knew I was funny because, like, in school, I knew I was funny. I knew I could make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But I did improv here in Atlanta. And we would have, those house teams and people would come to shows and I would see the laughs I would get in real time. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'd be a little funny. I'd be kind of cute at this. So,
Yes.
yeah.
That's funny.
I mean,
So
I've always been funny though. I don't know.
you are funny.
Thank
Like
you. I mean, yes, I am funny. That's
yes.
why people think I'm Danny
Yeah.
because
In real life.
that's
Right.
why they think I'm Danny in real life. Just because, like, no, yes, I'm hilarious, but I
Yes.
promise you I'm not her. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So from moving from Los Angeles to Atlanta, all the doors, the rejection being closed, what was that first big break where you were like, okay, we got some traction here?
This
Really?
sisters.
Sisters was that moment. What year did you move to Atlanta?
I moved back to Atlanta like 2016.
So 3 years later, because we got picked like 2019.
That's so true. It was only
Yeah.
3 years later.
Yeah. Which is, I mean,
It felt like a lifetime.
I bet
Do
it
you hear
did.
me?
Yeah.
Because 2018, I moved back to LA
Mm-hmm.
thinking
Yeah, 'cause I
like,
remember you were in LA when we started. Yep, I remember that.
hmm
Yeah.
and thinking, okay, I got to go back to LA if I want a real acting job.
Mm.
Because out here, you getting day player roles.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting a series regular role out here.
Right.
So let me go to
And a lot
LA.
of times they're casting from Los Angeles for the main roles.
And it was pre-COVID, so I was like, let me go back to LA,
Mm-hmm.
get LA representation, so I
Yeah.
can get LA opportunities.
Right. Zero. My goodness. That was my story too. And I mean, you know my story, worked behind the scenes
hmm
for all those years and then finally got that shot. I remember the first day we met, you came into your fitting. I was costume designing season
hmm
one and I just loved your character because she was so much fun. And I was like, we are gonna have fun with her
It
wardrobe.
changed my life.
Oh,
I didn't tailor clothes before that.
really?
I did not.
It's
When
a
you
thing.
tailored my clothes, I was like, oh, I have a shape.
Oh, honey, a good one too.
Didn't
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Did not know.
A lot of people, some people just don't even know like that's a thing. You know, you
hmm
think like, oh, I can get alterations done when I need something, but actually buying something and tailored to your body can change the entire garment. Like literally, you can get something from Walmart, y'all. Like if you bought it on a budget, go to Walmart. You got your auntie who know how to sew, get that thing tailored to your body, and it may look like it's from Louis. Okay, for real. But no, it's a real thing, and
hmm
I think even just knowing the woman's body and knowing what parts to accentuate to like it brings out a different type of confidence,
hmm
you know. But I remember you coming in and I got to watch your audition. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, this girl is funny. So funny. I saw you on tape and I was like, yeah, she's got it. And just to see where your character has gone from then to now has just been amazing. Yeah. Now I want to talk personally because we talk about like just the anxiety and the awareness that we have to have now that we're celebrities and we leave the house. How did you adjust from going from just Mignon to now it's like Danny, is that you? Like everywhere you go,
It's not Danny.
it's not.
Only on TV.
Right.
Um, I hide in public. I hide in
We've
plain
talked about
sight
this. Yeah.
because I mean, I know for some people the lady doth protest too much, but I'm not her.
Mm,
And I am pretty shy when it comes to new people.
yeah.
I am introverted. Yes, I'm funny. And yes, when I'm with people I'm comfortable with and it's like one on one, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm like making jokes. And
Yeah.
I'm the life of a party, but it's a small party.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a party of 5 people I know really well.
Right.
But if it's like a big club thing, like I'm not getting on the stage and dancing. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm shy. Like when a
Yeah.
stranger runs up on me, I'm like, it's survival mode, right? And
Yes.
then it's even more so survival mode when you realize that people know who you are in a crowd,
And,
but you
oh,
don't know who they are.
that's scary.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I've had some instances that were really sweet, but
Mm-hmm.
a little overzealous.
Yeah.
And so it makes me I was like I said, I'm introverted. I've always been a homebody. I never understood the club scene, even when I was like, in my college years. I was like, guys, we're standing in line in heels and short skirts, and it's cold. Why are we doing this?
Right.
Just so we can get in for free by 11? Like, I did not get it. I
Right.
was the friend complaining the whole night. I hate
No,
to say it.
that is funny.
I was there, and so now I'm even more. But I will say, with the fame, it's like I'm in the house.
Yeah, no,
I'm in
same.
the house. I need to be out the house because I'm gonna meet somebody if I'm in the house. But
That's what my friends would tell
I'm
me. They're
in the
like, Krista,
house.
how do you expect to get a man if you're always in the house? Who you say be your DoorDash man? I said, well, I don't even go to the door for him. My directions are leave it at the door, and then I watch them leave and drive off. And I'm like,
No, turn the corner.
you know, a fear of mine is that like I'm gonna open the door and they're gonna be right there. So I'm always watching like from the ring and all my cameras. I'm like, okay, they've driven off. All right, and grab it.
Primal fear,
Primal fear. And I feel like fame has given me that even more so
even more
before. Yeah, that
it
I really
compounded
didn't
it.
have. You have that primal instinct, but when it comes to the fear that we have now, I know for me, like I've gotten death threats, like
When you told me that, I was
yeah,
it was visceral for me when you told me that.
yeah.
Like
It's
that's
crazy.
awful.
Yeah, it's scary because, like you said, I can be in a crowd where like I don't know who they are, but they know. And like, what if that one person is just sitting there?
The weirdo
The
that yeah.
yeah, you just never know. So it's always having like this awareness now, watching my back. You know, what I'm saying there's so many different things we have to do now that we didn't have to do
hmm
5 years ago.
hmm
know.
And that's the thing that sometimes frustrates me about my family's advice or friends' advice. It's like,
Mhm.
do you know how to navigate what I'm navigating though? Does your advice take into consideration that you A don't know how to navigate what I'm navigating
Yeah,
and B how to navigate what I'm navigating?
yeah. Again, when it comes to friends that are in the same field as us or like celebrities giving advice on dating, for me, it's more so recommendations and saying, hey, I know this guy. I think he'd be great for you. Like, that's kind of how I navigate it. But then I have other friends that do dating sites. I tried that, didn't work for me. So I'm like, I'm very much like, I need somebody to know you. So if you try something
Mhm.
crazy, at least I'm like, you said this
Mhm.
guy was good, but he's
Mhm.
not.
Mhm.
And I tried Raya, and I was just like, swipe. I'm like, huh. I never would like try to match with anyone, so I'm not really that girl. But most people
Mhm.
like that I know either do dating sites, and they've had great success with it.
Mhm.
I'm just kind of afraid that
Mhm.
primal fear that
Mhm.
I'll be the one to swipe on a serial killer with my
Mhm.
luck.
I think you're right about referrals. I think
Hmm.
they say that no matter who you are, that's still the best way is to
Yeah.
tell people like, "Hey, I'm looking for someone.
Yeah.
I'm in the market." Like
Hmm.
either
Yeah.
way, so maybe that's what I have to
So
do.
are you looking? Are you ready?
This week I was thinking about that. I
Hmm.
was like, I'm I'm so used to being by myself that I'm like, I'm fine.
Me
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Except
Yes.
for there's like certain moments where it's like, oh yeah, you wish you had a partner with you
Yep.
for certain things. But
Hmm.
like I tried to even like I was meditating yesterday and I was just trying to think about, the things that I wanted. And
Hmm.
my mind was like, oh, okay, we can think about the gentleman. And I was like, I have better things to think about. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Because I tried to like just hit every area of my life. And I was like,
Yeah.
because I also think there's just phases that you go through in life where you think
Hmm.
about it too much, and now you're just
Yeah.
like, I'm tapped out. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like this is
I'm
gonna
older
come or
than you,
not.
Ming, so I will tell you, you don't want to get my age and be like, I should have tried tried to focus on that a little bit.
But how do you focus on something that you can't control?
Well, by telling your friends, hey, I'm ready, I'm willing to date. If you know anybody that's great, shawty swing on my way. Because if they
Okay,
don't
Crystal,
know,
I'm ready and I'm willing to date.
all right,
You can send the right person
matchmaker,
my way.
matchmaker, make
Because
me a match.
there's only certain people that I
Yeah.
want to send referrals.
Because you got listen now, you can't have everybody sending referrals because everybody don't have the. I got you. I got you. You should trust me. Yes. No. No. I can't ask all my friends that
Hmm.
because sometimes they bring. I'm like, do
And
you even
also,
know me?
right, do you even know me?
Do you know
And also,
me?
I don't know if I like your relationship.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah. That's real.
Because I remember being
Talk
12, because
about it.
I think a really big part of it too is like, I
Mhm.
remember being like 12, 13, like,
Mhm.
I wasn't always, I'm a smart dummy. Or like, is that what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm highly intelligent, but I'm dumb
I think
sometimes.
we all have that. Either we just some people are just dumb, but like yeah, some people are really smart and intellectual, but make really stupid mistakes. It's like, why did I? What?
Just because I remember being 12, 13, 14, trying to break up the patriarchy in my Southern Black Christian family. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's like a billion women in my family,
Hmm.
but we do so much cooking that everyone's still tired, right?
Yeah.
But the men sit throughout the entire holiday.
Oh yeah.
We'll hear
Chilling.
us arguing about whose turn it is to wash dishes. Obviously, it's the teenage girls who are arguing like that, but
Hmm.
we'll see that we're tired and we'll only get up to get a plate that's already made for them. Won't
Mm.
wash their dish, won't help. The only thing they will do is maybe go to the grocery store when someone asks them to.
Yeah.
But the bulk of the grocery shopping is done by my grandmother before we get there. Like,
Right.
and I just remember being like smart,
Hmm.
saying, well, why don't we get some of the men to help? And the main people down my throat were the women.
Wow.
And I just remember thinking to myself, and this is a knock against my dad, my
Mm.
uncles, all the men in my family, even though I know they love their partners, but
Yeah.
I was just like, how can a man love a woman, see she's tired, and there's nothing in you that says, how can I help?
Mm. My Lord.
So I remember being 12, 13, 14, saying, Lord, I want better than I've
Mm-hmm.
seen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think God set forward and was like, oh, yeah, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I didn't realize at that time that if I wanted something that I have not seen, I would have to go through a process that most people wouldn't go through.
Right. That is so true.
And so I think I'm still cooking
Yeah.
because he was like, you want it better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
let me
want it
cook. Yeah.
different. You want it more. So to
Yeah.
whom much is given, much is required. So I think
Absolutely.
I'm still cooking.
Mm-hmm.
My gentleman is still cooking.
Mm.
And because I feel like even in the church, a lot of men don't understand what it is to love like Christ
Mm-hmm.
because Jesus said, I think it was Mark 9 or Matthew 9. I can never quote the exact book, chapter, and verse, but he said,
Mm-hmm.
the Gentile leaders lord their authority over you, but in this kingdom, not so.
Yeah.
Whoever desires to be great desires to serve.
Mm-hmm. That's so
And
true.
if you have the mind of Christ,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're going to love your wife the way Christ loves the church,
Yes.
yeah, a lot of men be like, I'll die for mine. Yeah, but will you live for yours?
That
Will you
right
wash
there.
feet when you are equal to God?
Yeah.
Thought it not robbery
Mm-hmm.
to put on the flesh of a servant, not a king,
Yes.
not a warrior, but a servant,
Yes.
and then die a death you didn't deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the dying part, but do you got the
The
living
living
part?
part.
And that's something I think I saw at that age. But
Yes.
obviously I didn't have the language and
Right.
still want that. And
Yeah.
so,
That's what I love about you, Ming. Like even when we go on our press tours and stuff, and the way you speak on behalf of women, that started at a young age. The
young
fact that
age.
you could see that and like, but why don't we get? Why are they not? And I grew up the same way. I grew up
Hmm.
on Sundays. All the men were in the living room watching football, while the women were cooking. Same thing. Make your dad a plate. Like that was the thing. I still do that. It's like
Hmm.
when my parents said, "Here, dad, here's your plate." Like
Hmm.
that's just it was programmed in me
Yeah.
to do that. Um, but of course, like being who I am today, of course, I want someone where we can help each other,
Hmm.
and serve each other, not just
Hmm.
a give situation.
Hmm.
That's one thing I was telling JB. I was like, I love the way she just speaks for women, and even some of the things that we go through, and how you like, I don't want this struggle of. We talk about that, yeah. Even through your characters, like you want more for Danny. Like it goes from your real, like you talk about what you want, and we talk about characters, and like, yeah, this is what we want to make sure we're putting out because a lot of us are dealing with struggle of, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I, it's not about tit for tat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not about tit for tat. It's about it's about love. It's about sacrifice. And it's
Mm-hmm.
really, and I think that's the other thing too, me realizing like when you marry someone, you're marrying their fears, their hopes, their flaws, their traumas, processed or unprocessed, their
Mm-hmm.
triggers. Like marriage is a ministry. It's work. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and so I just think for women and men, because I can already see the comments,
Mhm.
and that's fine. Well, what if he's paying all the bills and da, da, da? It's
Mhm.
like, so basically, I'm a hire. Is a woman a hired help? Is that what you're saying?
Mhm.
Like, is your partner hired help because you pay the bills? That means you
Right.
don't have to pick up your drawers. Like, you got the toilet looking like a Jackson Pollock painting. She got to clean it. What are you telling me? What are you saying
What
to
it-
me? That
right.
was gross, but I'm trying to be gross.
No, right, because it's gross.
It's
Yeah.
gross. And so
Yeah.
it's not about tit for tat. It's just about understanding how certain ideologies have infiltrated our society,
Mhm.
and it's the foundation of our society. I mean, if you want to cuss somebody out, it's a mother effer. What your mama had to do with it?
Mhm.
You're a
Mm.
son of a bee, a female dog.
Wow. Yeah.
If you want to call somebody weak, you call them the P word. But
Mhm.
P's push out babies.
Right.
D's can't get hit without them hunching over. So
Right.
why is it that everything
Derogatory.
is female related or
Mhm.
female oriented?
Mm.
It's the substratum of our society. And I'm just, you know, sometimes I feel like that crazy person in a natural disaster movie with like a mustard stain on their shirt, and like nobody will listen to them because their hair is crazy and all over their head, like right now. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
you got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, the professor died in like the first act. But they're like,
Mhm.
they were right.
Right.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about upending traditions. It's not about not loving your partner. It's just about understanding what it really means to love.
Mhm.
And I don't know.
No, I love it.
I
Yeah.
think
I love
that's
your take on it. And I think this it's a great conversation to have with men.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish they could hear, because I feel like a lot of men will get defensive when they
Mhm.
hear that.
Yeah.
Some men hear it because they've
Mhm.
been married and they're happily married.
Yeah.
Emphasis on happily married. They
Mhm.
understand that it's mutual
Right.
submission,
Mhm.
especially the Bible talks about mutual submission. A lot of people don't focus on that either.
Mhm. Yeah, we pick
Um,
and choose.
hmm?
We pick and choose.
We pick and choose. Like our
Yeah.
parents do that too. Like honor your parents,
Mhm.
but also parents don't provoke your children to wrath.
Did they miss it? I'm
Why
just
you
gonna bring mine.
always stop? Why you always stop? You know?
No, seriously.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it too. It's like I
Yeah.
just when you're kind of on your own little, that's why I have the orbital tribe. When you're on orbit,
Yes.
sometimes it takes longer to make a full revolution and
Right.
encounter another on the
Yeah.
same orbit. So
Exactly. You talked about fasting. This is actually a conversation we had in the
yeah.
garage after we just finished filming, and you were talking about fasting. I didn't know you started fasting at the age of 20. Like that was when you start.
Oh, even young. I think I tried one time when I tried in high school too.
Mhm.
I
I was
did it
not
actually.
fasting. I didn't do that until probably till I really like got became an adult, or I understood what it meant. You know?
I saw my parents fasting.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
I saw my parents fasting, so I tried that. But yeah, in my 20s is when I really picked up,
Mhm.
and now mid 30s, trying to get back into the swing of it because,
Mhm.
with our job, it's not always, you don't always know where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing,
Right.
and you don't want to be trying to. So, yeah.
Yeah. When you grew up in a Christian home and you said, I saw my mom and dad fasting, what did growing up in that Christian home, what did it do to shape who you are today? Because I was just blown away just by our conversation in the garage that day. Like, I love when things happen like that, where we just start talking about the Lord and like, well, I fast and like, oh, I want to fast. And I was doing this. We had just finished with Lent and you were like, let's do it together,
Hmm.
and I love that orbit. Who's your tribe?
Yeah.
People that like are in alignment and that can like help you along the way.
Hmm.
So what
Thank
was
you.
what? Yeah, of course. No, thank you. And I can't wait to do it together.
I know.
Yeah, I just had Dr. Sabi's daughter, and she was talking about the 3-day fast, and
Hmm.
I was like, we were talking about that.
I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, it's so good, so
I'm
good.
subscribed, so I'll see when I was like,
Yeah.
tell me when it comes out. I was like, I'm subscribed, so I
Yeah.
know when it's going to come out. I want to see it.
Thank you. But yeah, I want to know like what was that? How did that shape who you are today? Because I'm really fascinated about how even
Mhm.
just in conversation, it's so enlightening when you talk to people about God and your faith. Yes.
I mean, I tell my parents all the time, my parents weren't perfect people, but I mean, the more that I heal, the more I look back, I'm like, I had a fun childhood. I
Yeah.
think when I was still healing, and I'm still healing, but
Hmm.
just when things were more when I was more wounded, I should say.
Yeah.
I was like, no, there are all these things. But I look back and there was just so much good. And I tell my parents all the time, if y'all did nothing right, not one thing right, except for raise me in the fear and admonition of the Lord, that was enough.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was
enough.
enough. Yeah.
Because they couldn't help me get on systems.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't help me through school. They couldn't help me through my job. Like, honestly, my parents didn't even qualify for a Parent Plus loan
Wow.
when I was in school because they
She's
just
like,
fell on hard times.
yeah.
My dad was an entrepreneur, and before Obama, like it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't universal. Not that we have universal health care now, but
Better.
it's
Yeah.
it's some iteration of universal health
Mm-hmm.
care. But I mean, so when my dad was sick, it was out of pocket on us. Like,
Yeah.
it's anyway, they couldn't help me in a lot of monetary ways,
Mm-hmm.
but raising me to love God
Yeah.
before anything and anybody,
Mm-hmm.
that was enough for me.
Yeah. And that's the foundation that carries us. Yeah. No, that is so true. Speaking of faith, something that I'm still trying to grapple with is who I am on TV and who I am in real life.
Hmm.
And is the character that I'm portraying, is God okay with it? Have you ever felt that? Like, because you know what I'm saying? Like the
Hmm.
things that we do, but then how we live our real life. Like, and we have, me and Zach on that, we haven't really had to have sex a lot like we were at that during that.
Oh, in the beginning.
In the beginning, it was a lot. And I was just like, oh my
But you
gosh.
were never nude.
No, that's one of my, in my writer, like no frontal. If it is, it's chest to chest, but I have on nipple covers, so like
Hmm.
I'm not actually touching him. Um, it was so much, even with the intimacy coordinator. Like these are my guidelines. This is where he can grab me, only on my waist, no butt grabbing. Like I'm very, very particular about those scenes, and I love how now, like I think with Armani, he's like he'll see it and it'll be like 1 minute of like passionate sex. He's like, yeah, we're not doing that. He said, it'll be like, y'all are, then flip over. I'm like, okay, I like that. We can do that.
Because it also takes too much time. You got to get the intimacy coordinator in. You got to get everybody out.
Way too much. Yeah. But are you ever like conflicted? Because I've gone through these times where I'm like a little conflicted about what I'm putting out there on TV. And that's why I go so hard on this to try to like kind of balance it out, you know?
I'm more concerned with messaging
Mm-hmm.
because Danny is a sinner.
Mm-hmm. We all are. Yeah.
Sinners gonna sin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a character.
Yeah.
Is there a redemptive arc? What's our messaging?
Yeah.
What story are we telling?
Mm-hmm.
What messaging are we putting out into the world?
Right.
That's what I care more about.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Jesus praised the shrewd servant who was
Mm-hmm.
stealing essentially.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, so I tell people
Didn't think about that. Yeah.
that storytelling is spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Because what did Jesus do in order to get his message
Told
across?
stories,
He told
parables.
stories.
Mm-hmm.
Storytelling is a ministry.
Yeah.
And that's why there's so much darkness in Hollywood
Mm-hmm.
because the enemy understands how powerful storytelling is.
Right. I think that's my point. Like,
And
yes.
so I don't mind a character who's a sinner.
Mm-hmm.
I sin too. I might not sin the same way she does,
Absolutely.
but what is our message?
Mm-hmm.
That's where
Yes.
I'm trying to tweak things here and tweak things there. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and I catch things from a the female perspective. I'm like,
Yeah, we've had those conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we're like, okay, where is she going? What are we
Mhm.
doing here? What's the story we're telling? And then we're able to go back and say, okay, like this is fine, but we need to see where she's going. When you say the redemptive arc,
Mhm.
where is this going, and how can she redeem herself? That's one thing I love about Denzel when he plays all these characters, and he talked about Training Day.
Mhm.
And he said, yeah, he was doing all these horrible things. He said, but at the end, originally he didn't die. He said, I wanted him to have, or he did die, but he said, I wanted it to be brutal. He was like, and that's why it was as bad as it was. He said, because I need them to understand when you do wrong, these are the consequences. Like you can't just get away with it, you
Mhm.
know? And it made me look at it different, but just listening to you, even just now, really helped me kind of process it and not be so judgmental of the character or like, overthinking it because my parents are always like, it's storytelling. You're just portraying a character. That's not who you are. But I'm like, but what if somebody out there is really taking that Fatima serious and like she's always carrying a gun and ready to buck up on people and think that's the way to live, you know? So I was always like mindful of those things.
I understand that, and I
Mm-hmm.
agree with that. I think it's the job of us,
Mm-hmm.
Crystal and Mignon,
Mm-hmm.
to be and embody our beliefs in our life, right?
Yes.
Our characters, and if I can't say this, I'm sure you can cut it. But
Mm-hmm.
we had this discussion for season 10.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
storylines, like if this is not going to serve
Yes.
a purpose,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't know why we're doing it again
Yeah.
because we've done this,
Yes.
right? This is
Yes.
brutal.
Mm-hmm.
What are we saying? Like,
Yeah.
what is the point of it?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what storytellers have to take into account, not just entertainment,
Yeah.
because there are young girls watching us,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I said it on Twitter. Um, uh, this season with Jonah, I said
Mm.
it's important for you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to stop putting the onus on girls to not be attacked.
Yes. Yeah, and we talked about that too on that when we were on the phone. Yeah, about
Yeah,
just because she's wearing a short dress, she's asking to be raped. No.
men have to start teaching men to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I understand there's always going to be criminals in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but good girls get attacked too.
Yeah.
Bad things happen to good people too.
Yeah.
So how do we explain that?
Yeah. Exactly.
How do we put the onus on the girl then?
Right.
She wasn't drinking.
Mm-mm.
She wasn't wearing anything wrong. She
Mm-hmm.
wasn't teasing anybody.
Yeah.
She was at the library.
Right. She was out jogging in the park. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, ladies, you need to take self-defense classes. Okay. She took a self-defense
Mhm.
class. He had a gun.
Yeah.
So I think it's most important for us to understand what stories we're telling, what's the messaging.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying about, Fatima and Danny and all of that, but I just think that things like having Danny in therapy and having Fatima be the one who referred the therapist, that matters too.
Yeah,
That
those
counts
moments.
too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, every TV show can't be The Chosen.
Right. 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 You know who else I talked to? Devon Franklin about this. I always talk to people who I know are strong in their faith about when I have questions. And he was like, Crystal, he said, there's so many different characters in the Bible. And he was like, so what we're doing is just we're acting, we're playing characters in real life. And he said, and those characters in the Bible were living their real life at that time. And he said, and you had all different types of people. And
Yeah,
he was
Samson wasn't acting, baby.
like, hello.
He was not
He was
acting.
not acting. No.
Delilah might have been.
But he was
But he
not.
still fell for it.
He still fell for it. Seriously. So I've had these conversations with a lot of people, just especially they're in the industry, but also of the faith. They're like, how do you feel about this?
Also, you're not in the writer's room.
I'm not in the writer's
You
room.
don't control you
Mm-mm.
don't control what your character does. I mean,
Mm-mm.
obviously where we are, thankfully, we're in a space to be able to call Armani and be like,
Yeah, do you mind?
"We
Yeah.
can talk about that."
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also don't think it's realistic to try to have every character be a saint.
No. Mm-mm.
Because isn't it almost self-righteous if we think we have to play perfect characters if we ourselves aren't perfect? I'm
Yeah.
not saying that to you, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like, because I did have I'm saying that because I did have a church lady email me season 1 about Danny.
Wow.
I just ignored it.
Yeah.
But I was just like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's hypocritical.
Yeah.
Like it's self-righteous. I mean, no, like I don't want little girls to live the way Danny lives.
Mm-hmm.
But I still don't think Danny deserved the stuff she went through. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, so it is a tightrope, but I think it's also just understanding, like Devon said, like, look at the people God used.
Come on.
Rahab is in the lineage of Jesus. Like when you look at Matthew,
Yeah.
that working girl
Yeah.
is in the
She was
lineage of
a
Christ.
work. Yes, she is. Mm.
So I don't think it's about God looking for people who are perfect. is about God looking for people who have hearts that are looking for Him.
Yeah.
It's not to say that we continue in sin so that grace may abound,
Yes. No.
but I mean, yeah, I think playing a character who
Mhm.
is
Flawed.
imperfect
Mhm.
is not only natural,
Mhm.
but why would people watch it if it's not relatable?
Mhm.
And then it's my job as a storyteller to have some message in there
Yeah.
that I'm trying to download to people.
Right. I love that. I love that. In the industry, is there any roles that you like or genres that you like? I won't do that. Is there any type of?
Honestly, probably horror because I don't like it. I
I
don't
don't
watch it in my own
either.
life.
Me neither. I be scared. Like even this stuff. I'm like, I'm so scary. And if I do watch something that people say like, you got to watch it, it's so good. I'll like try to watch it during the daytime because I won't be able to sleep at night. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do it. Yeah, horror is definitely one of those. And then I used to say like those like demonic movies.
Mm.
Like I'm really big on spirits.
We was talking about that too.
Uh-huh. Yes, sure did.
We was
Yes.
talking about that too.
Yes, yes. That's another one. Like I think what was it? Like The Exorcist and the one that Lee Daniels just did, where they had the preacher there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
talk
Mm-hmm.
about that one. Um, those are true stories, you know. So it's like, and demons are
I
real.
didn't realize The Exorcist was a true story.
No, the one that Lee Daniels did. The what was
Mm.
it called? The something.
Mm-hmm.
I said the something, but yeah, that was a true story. But they had a pastor on set praying every day, but the deliverance.
The Deliverance.
But I know that, and then I never watched it, but I watched a lot of the commentary about it when people were getting online talking about it. The importance of binding demons in the name of Jesus, and that was like the biggest part takeaway from that movie. And I was like, okay, I guess if I had to watch it, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, it makes me more comfortable because I know you can.
Oh, they did cover that in the
Mhm,
movie. That's
mhm.
good.
Yes, yeah. So that was good, but I still didn't watch it because I'm scary.
That's why I stopped watching that show, Evil, because I
Oh,
liked that show a lot.
mm-hmm.
I liked it, but I realized why they didn't talk about the power of the name of Jesus because the show would have been over in 2 minutes. It
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have been a show. It'd been a
Yeah,
short. Wouldn't even been a short film. Been a skit. Like because they tremble at the name of
they
Jesus.
do, baby. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I believe in portals being open up.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that demons have territory. Like when Jesus cast Legion out of the gentlemen in the Gadarenes, and they were like, "Don't make us leave this area.
Uh-huh.
Let us go into the pigs."
Yep.
And then they went into the water.
Mm-hmm.
But water is a body too. That's why it's called a body of
Body of
water.
water. Come on.
They need to stay in their territory.
Yeah.
And I believe that demons have like territory on bloodlines because of great granny putting roots on granddaddy because he wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
stop messing with Charlene, and
Mm-hmm. No,
now
it's
this
real.
now there's the devil has a demonic contract with his bloodline because of grandma playing in witchcraft, not realizing the
Yes.
ramifications of it.
No, you are so serious. I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine. He's also in the industry. He's Nigerian,
Mm-hmm.
and he found out that the strongholds that were on his life came from his lineage
Mm-hmm.
and how they were practicing witchcraft back in Africa, and it like passed down to his father, to him, and he didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been delivered since then. But he was like, it was so much that I learned when he
Mm-hmm.
finally went to go visit his father, and I was like, goodness, like
Yeah.
that bloodline is serious.
Mm-hmm. I called my grandma and my dad. I said, "Did we have a root lady in our family, or did anybody put roots on anybody?"
Yeah.
And my dad said on his side, he had an auntie. People came to her for roots.
Now explain roots.
Literally a plant root.
Uh,
And like, I don't know what they would do, but I think you would drink it or get them to eat it or get them to drink it. I don't know the whole process of
yeah,
roots, but
yeah.
she had a book on, I mean, I hate to say witchcraft, but I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
It was esoteric and it was spiritual and it
Mhm.
was, so, witchcraft is the act of rebellion.
Mhm.
I believe it's the act of rebellion because instead of using the power of God, you're trying to use your own might.
Power. Yeah.
You trying to
Mhm.
control the circumstance and the
Yeah.
outcome. And that's what her book was. It was just like roots and different
Mhm.
things to make people do, control things and
Yeah.
manipulate. And
Right. And I feel like when people do that, them veering off. It's rebellion, but also some type of hurt where something didn't go or you feel betrayed by God that causes you to veer off, and
I'm a witch of light.
mm, no, you're not, you a witch.
No, no, no. It's love and it's light. But it's you're trying to control an
Yeah,
outcome.
yeah,
That's why there isn't as much condemnation in my heart. It's like you want to control things,
so
and I get
bad.
that.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah,
But the same way we're a host for the Holy Spirit, a
mm-hmm.
witch becomes a host for the
Yes,
of the enemy of our soul.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Oof,
yeah,
that's so true.
yeah.
My goodness. I want to talk about. We're going to switch gears a little bit, talking about how coming into where we are, kind of still in the same thing, but um, how life has changed, even dealing with like finance, because this is something else we talk about all the time. We talk about finances. I've talked to you about my financial advisor, my accountant, and how she's like got me right because taxes is something that just hits different now. Um, Deval called me one day about eyes red. I said,
Not eyes
I said,
red.
what happened? He said, I just paid the IRS. I said, oh, brother, I feel your pain.
You better not ever come get me.
Listen,
Because the amount of money I give y'all, you better not ever come get me.
seriously. Too much.
It's too
It's too
much.
much. What did you like going from both of us going from making what we were making to now
$12.
$12? Going from making what we were making to now,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the lessons you've had to learn and even pivoting and some of the even mistakes that you made and like, ooh, not knowing because I know where I'm from. I wasn't taught how to save. I wasn't taught like my dad taught us not to overspend.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're gonna give somebody something, if don't expect it back, just give what you can give. If you can't give it without expecting it back, you don't have enough.
You ain't got it.
Yeah,
You
and he
ain't
would
got it.
always say, "I'm like, Daddy, I need this." He's like, "I ain't got it."
I ain't got
But if
it.
he didn't have it, but he still had a lot of money in the bank, but he had a bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one thing he did teach me, the bottom line. But when it came to like learning how to save, I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to budget,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So what are some of the mistakes that you made once you like really started or were you already ready once you started making a lot of money?
So similar, but my mom is a big saver, so I
Okay.
did know how to save.
Mhm.
So I do have a lot saved.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. It's time to make my money start making money for
Yes.
me,
Mhm.
especially because of the way this industry is.
Oh gosh. After that strike, I said, "Ha ha. What you're not gonna do is ever catch me slipping."
Joke's on
You
you.
right. It will not be on me. Yes.
So now that's what I'm trying to figure out as well too. Is
Mhm.
what does it look like to really start to build wealth?
Mhm. Yeah.
Because like I think I've been playing chess. It's time to start playing checkers.
There
I
we
got to
go.
really,
Mhm.
and I would say a mistake I made was taking the LMA with my
Yeah.
portfolio.
Mhm.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
She's like, I shouldn't have done that.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't have done that
Mhm.
because it eats away at all the money that the accounts are making in the
Yes.
market. And I'm
Mhm.
like, because the interest rate on it is insane.
Right.
It was low when I got it,
Uh,
but they didn't tell me like, oh, hey, this is a variable interest rate that could change,
not a fixed. Yeah.
not fixed.
Wow.
And so they still haven't lowered the interest rates, and I'm still haven't been able to lock one in.
Uh-huh.
So I just trying not to think about it.
Right. I try not to think about it.
Because I also invested during a bear market.
Mhm.
So
Right.
and then now it's like it was a bull market for a while. Right now I don't know what it is
Yeah.
anymore. But
Yeah. I one of the investments that I made early on when we started making it's funny because Deuce, our first AD,
mhm,
for the first few seasons we shot, he called me season one and he goes, "You need a financial advisor." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I do. Like, do you know somebody?" He's like, "I got somebody. I'm gonna send them to you." He said, "Because you're about to start making more money than you used to." He said, "So I want you to make sure that you steward over it properly." And I was like, "Thank you." Shout out Deuce for that. Just always looking
it is.
out. Good people. And so I met with the guy and then he actually introduced me to Alicia.
Mhm,
That guy did. So it's like I just kept meeting good people. And I remember it was this kid that I grew up with. His family had left him a farm. Yes. And he started growing cannabis on it. And this is like cannabis, it was booming. I was like, this is built right in my hometown. We can create jobs with this. I was like, I'll put 100,000 in it. And he was
mhm,
like, okay, great. The return was supposed to be I could either get equity in the company or within the next 2 years I could get my money back with like interest added onto it, so I would make a profit. And we agreed that we would do the profit part. I mean the get my money back with the profit on top for interest. Give my money. I ain't got a dime. Do you hear me when I tell you I felt, and I mean this is a part of investing, and you have contracts and you like West know, like he did business with him too, and I will find you. I
The
will hunt you
company.
down.
Wait. No, wait. You're not telling. What happened? Wait, what happened?
Honey, this man that went and spent the money on his wedding. Yes, flexing. It was crazy. And then I had my dad call his aunt because she like worked with him as well. And he kept telling, I'm gonna send you like 70 something thousand now. I'm gonna go ahead and send you like a portion of it. I was like, okay. And then he's like, the wire should be hitting any time now. My aunt just went to the bank. He forgot Martin's a small town. I said, Daddy, you know so and so's aunt? He's like, yeah. He said, I'm doing some work on her house. I said, give me her number. Hmm. I called her. She said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just lying. Girl, like when I tell you this is I was so excited about this investment, thinking like this about to be something really big. And when that's one of your first investments and you're just starting to really make money, but you want to like this is something I saw the return on it. I'm like, people are making a lot of money, and if I get in it early, like this could be something great, and we're giving back to my hometown community. It was one of those things that kind of scared me, and I was afraid to invest in people and their businesses for a while. And I to this day, I just when we were talking about it, I hadn't thought about that in a while. I want my money back now, man. Man, like I had big fell under the guy I was dating at the time, and he was just sending us in circles. But I mean, it was a mistake that I made.
Why do you think it was a mistake?
I don't know. It wasn't a mistake. It was just a bad investment. Yeah, he just wasn't an integral person.
See,
Yeah.
that's why I'm
Mm.
slow to do stuff
Yeah.
because
I think that's why it's hard for me to like even do business with people. Like, let's do this together because I just don't know how you're gonna act. Like I got good people around me now where I trust them. Like me and Wes we go back years. Like when I had nothing, we both was struggling. So that's somebody that I know. Like if we did business together, he's not gonna like screw me over. But it's hard. That's
got
always
me
in the back of my
literally
mind.
yesterday asking Chat GPT, is it legal to do a mental health screening before hiring someone?
It needs to be legal. Yeah.
No, because people be pre-hospital dealing with you.
No, seriously.
And I don't know what you want me to do because I'm human too.
Mm-hmm.
I make mistakes too.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with things too.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
Yeah.
it's tough
It is so
because
tough.
you be trying to help people, trying to put people on, trying to
Mm-hmm.
work with people.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing that I think part of the reason why I haven't done as much investing too is because I'll see something about somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but then I'd be still trying to make it work. It's a lack of trust in myself too.
Yes, man. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
And be feeling like a bad person because they're so nice, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I can just
Mm.
I
Yeah.
can tell
Yeah. Something ain't.
this ain't it.
Yes. You gotta trust that.
You do.
You have to trust it. God has given us that. That's that spirit of discernment that He has blessed us with. And I'm telling you, there's been so many times just like you where I've ignored it and it came to bite me in the butt every single time. Every single time. Yeah. That's like now, like for me, safe things are like real estate. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy a house in a heartbeat. Any type of property, I'll do that. It's just that's a safer, low risk investment for me that I know I can control. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I have a little more control over it. But when it comes to investing in people and really taking a risk with other people, it's really that really damaged me.
Mm-hmm.
It really did. Yeah.
That's the other thing I was thinking too about a relationship. I was
Mhm.
like, because I saw this one woman talking about how God wanted to heal her disappointment because
Mm.
she realized that if God were to send the right person in her life, she would still see life through the lens of disappointment.
Yeah. Ooh.
And would you even be able to open up to him and trust him? I'm like,
Mm.
because out of all the videos that got suggested to me that day,
Mhm.
that one did.
That
And I was
one.
like, ooh,
That's good.
he's
Heal me from disappointment.
heal me from the disappointment and the lack of trust. Because if it's a
Mhm.
good dude,
You gonna sabotage it.
I don't even think I think that's part of it, but
Mhm.
I think it'll be more so like the only people, like if I'm a boundary person, you know me, I'm a
Mhm.
boundary person. I'm kind
Yeah.
of guarded. I'm like,
Mhm.
but like you can still see it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
you're a decent human being. So you're
Mhm.
not going to try to climb over those boundaries.
Right.
So if he's a decent person, he's going to be like, I like her, but I don't think she's,
Uh-huh.
he wouldn't even feel like he had the opportunity to be like,
Right.
hey,
Mm.
so,
Yes.
but somebody who is a narcissist would be like, I can break down those bones.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But is
Like,
he a narcissist or somebody that like really likes you and is not gonna give up?
I think that a good man
Mhm.
will be in proximity
Mhm.
and will be, it's kind of like when people rescue dogs.
Yeah.
They'll sit there for an hour until the dog comes to them.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
human beings don't have that type of time.
Right.
If he's also a good man,
Mhm.
he would have to really hear from God. Just wait, give her a
Uh-huh.
second.
Yeah.
And not too many people gonna hear God that clearly and be
Mhm.
that obedient.
Mhm.
I'm not
Mm.
saying it's impossible,
Yeah.
but like, why should he have to go through all that? Let me do my healing.
Yeah.
I'm not a rescue
Mhm.
German Shepherd. Like I need to,
Right.
continue to work on myself. But
Yeah.
I just think, and it doesn't make them a bad person.
Mhm.
Some of them people who are super overzealous and go try to pet a rescue, they get bit. And now
Yeah.
you mad at the rescue. And then the dog got to get put down. And it's
Right.
like, read the room.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. But people can't read.
People can't read.
People can't read.
People are socially illiterate.
Literally, yes. That is funny. When you think about your legacy and your future, what is something that you want to leave behind that's impactful to other people?
I haven't been asked that in such a long time.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, gosh, I want to be concise.
Yeah.
I want to have left a mark, especially with storytelling,
Hmm.
that will make people feel less alone, will guide people to the one who created them and have empowered them to operate in their gift and their purpose so that they can do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like that ripple effect of, you know, a candle doesn't lose fire when it lights another candle.
Mm-mm.
So I want to light other
Hmm.
people's candles. I want people to see my stories and feel like, all right, I can take on the world. I can take
Yeah.
on this classroom. I can take on this disease. I can take on this research project. And people are walking in their gift and operating in their gift, and they know who they belong to and who they are, and they feel empowered and they love themselves because of the work that I've done. And right now in this moment, I'm like, I got a lot of work to do.
We all do. No, and when people when you answer that question, you do think you're like, oh wait, there's more I got to do. I'm
Well,
the same
the
way.
disappointment and the trauma, and it's the
Mm-hmm.
trying and being pushed back down. Like, I don't know when you got Fatima,
Mm-hmm.
maybe season 2 at least,
Mm-hmm.
because season 1 you were reoccurring.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Season 2, when you saw that he was like, all right, he's giving you your shot.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when Raven called me and told me I got the role,
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it for like 62 seconds. And then I felt something in my spirit say, now the real work begins.
Yes. Oh,
I had
for
no clue.
sure. I went straight to back to studying school. Like, I got to get this. I can't mess this up. It was real work.
Just even just starting stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like starting your podcast, I'm sure,
Yeah.
like getting other deals, doing like the
Mm-hmm.
amount of work we still have to do,
Oh,
even though we're series regulars on a hit show, like it's it's almost harder because it's the mental warfare of what am I not doing? Like, what
yes.
is the problem?
Oh
Like,
my gosh,
it's
man.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. I was just telling my friend driving here today, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm headed to the office. I've been filming episodes all week." And she goes, "Oh," and she was like, she said, "You been busy?" I was like, "Yeah, I went straight from filming, straight to BT Awards, straight to ABFF, home to work." I said, "Even when I'm off work, I'm working. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it doesn't stop." And we've built these brands. We've been blessed with a platform to be able to build brands off of it,
Mm-hmm.
so that when say whenever sisters may be done,
Mm-hmm.
then we're like, okay, I've built enough that I'm okay. We're
Mm-hmm.
not like, oh gosh, like what am I gonna do now?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's a thing. Like, and people think we make it look so easy. It's not. It's
Especially you. You make it look like warm butter on warm toast.
oh. Warm butter on warm
Smooth,
toast.
baby.
My team probably say different.
Oh, I know she keep y'all running because she ain't stopped.
Don't stop. Yeah, that's what him and Ashaunna always say. Crystal will outwork you if you let her. Like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
right there with him. Like, let's
Oh
go.
yeah.
What we doing? I
Oh
don't
yeah.
care what it is. We packing up. They be like, sit down,
Just give her an Alani.
honey, and I'm good to go. Charged, Alani. Give me
Alani,
the
go ahead and send the money.
go
Cut
ahead.
the check,
The
Alani.
check. They
Cut
send in
the
boxes,
check.
but go ahead and send a check, please. Thank you.
Cut the check.
No, seriously. No, I'm so grateful for them because when God does bless you with ideas and you want to be creative, the team is what helps push it. Like, I could not do this without them. So that's the warm butter on the bread because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it without them.
But see, I think that's the warfare too. Is like
Hmm.
relationships.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Where two or more are gathered.
Yep.
And that's why I feel like that's sometimes why it's hard is like
Hmm.
just finding the good people, the
Yeah.
people that you don't feel like you need a mental health screening for. Like, and I feel like that's been my struggle and that's been the warfare for me. It's like,
Yeah.
oh God, can I just give me one, Lord, and
Yes. Yes.
one, and
Hmm.
yeah,
No, it's
I'm glad you
beautiful.
have that.
And then everybody just loves the Lord. So, like,
Amen.
we're all like,
We
yeah,
did 2 or 3 prayers before we started.
okay, we sure did. And I just got JB during BT Awards when you came to
Yeah,
BT House,
yeah.
and I was when we exchanged numbers, I was gonna be psycho and put Chris Renee Hazlett, you're stuck with me, as my contact name because I was like, you have to come work with us. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's
And
where are we going? Where you
yeah,
you thought you was going? No,
yeah,
you're stuck with us.
yeah, yeah,
But I felt it. Like, you feel it instantly, and it's
yeah.
hard to find good people,
Mhm.
especially in this day and age, but in this industry as well,
Mhm.
because everybody has ulterior motives. And it's just like, who is just loves what they do. They're passionate. They're here to, like, just push the dream.
Mhm.
It's a lot, but yeah, I think it's also a passion. So that's probably why it looks easy. Cause I love it.
Mhm.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You can
do.
tell.
Thank you. So I want to talk about Orbital Tribe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about, how did you even come up with the name?
What I was saying, like I've always felt like I've kind of been my own orbit,
Mhm.
like feeling like that crazy professor with the mustard stain, dropping papers that nobody listens to. um, I I've always just kind of been different and walked to the beat of my own drum. Like in my own family, it's been very, like just different,
Yeah.
you know, and thank God for the Bible because
Mhm.
without the Bible, I would not be able to make peace with just kind of being vulnerable here,
Mhm.
not really having a sense of belonging.
Wow.
And so the orbital tribe was really kind of for those people that God has kind of called out, even amongst the people he's called out,
Mhm.
and say, like, hey, you might not get there the traditional way. People might not always see you,
Mhm.
but you can get there, which
Yeah.
is my story for this show.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what I love about Tyler. Like he
Baby.
don't mind a diamond in the rough, baby.
He does not. He said, we're gonna get this thing right and make it shine. He
Mm-hmm.
is I was going through so much. Remember, I had the whole, like, breast cancer callback while we were filming, and we had a scene the day before I had to go in for my appointment,
Mm-hmm.
and my brain was just like all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and you were looking at me, and I was like, where are we? Like, I could not track. And usually, like, I have a photographic memory. I can, like, see it on the
Mm-hmm.
pages. So, like, oh, I know where we are. Got it. Like, one line, got it.
Mm-hmm.
That day I could not, and I left, and I was like, oh my God, I hope Mignon does not hate me. She probably like, girl, come on, because you had a crazy few days in your house,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a lot of content. So I always like to come in, like, when I'm coming, I'm helping. I'm your wing girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, like, I feel like I let you down on that day. And remember,
You
I hit
keep
you and I
saying
text you,
that.
and
I
you were
don't
like,
know.
no.
No, because like I felt like because especially my storyline, I was like, there's got to be some grace
Mm-hmm.
because the day before you were at the townhouse all day.
All day long, yeah. We all have our days.
You were at the townhouse all day, and then the
Mm-hmm.
scene we shot was it wasn't scene, it was scenes.
Yeah.
Weren't they? Wasn't it 20
20
pages?
pages, y'all. It was crazy. It was like boom, 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 boom.
So I did not like me
Yeah.
personally. I was like, I expected you to be like,
Right. We all were
What you
like,
supposed to do?
yeah.
You know what I mean? What are
Yeah.
you supposed to do? Like what? Like you had the townhouse. When I saw the townhouse block, I was like,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah, not at
Okay.
all.
Thank you.
Because
Yeah.
truth be told, I was like, is it me?
It was
Could
not
be
you.
me.
It was definitely me.
Is
It's
that my
not you. It's
line?
me.
I do that all the time. I be calling line, it'll be other people's line. I was like, oh my bad, sorry y'all.
Listen, and I feel I'm like, okay, good, it wasn't me. Oh, that was your line. Okay, thank God.
I be feeling like, dang, I could have got away with it if I hadn't called line.
Because now I'm gonna need it when we get to this next one. Line.
It could be anybody. I say it all the time. Brian will laugh because I'll be like, it could be anything. This could be anything.
Literally anything. I love it. I'm so happy we're getting to work together now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want it.
Hopefully, we got 11
Yeah.
and
Keep on going.
sunny days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Love that. And it's so many people that Hollywood has overlooked that Tyler has given a chance and changed their life completely,
Yeah.
changed their family's life, the generations.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. So grateful for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
I
that's
love
what the
that.
Orbital Tribe is. We're filming season 2 right now, too.
That's what I was going to ask you. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure you guys tap in, subscribe so you can follow along with the Orbital Tribe. I love that. I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you, Ming.
Thank you, Chris. I'm proud of
Yes,
you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of
And I'm
you.
glad we finally got to do this.
Me too. This was like so relaxing. Like it's trying to look like it's trying to
I know.
rain again.
It's
and
like 40 days and 40 nights here in Atlanta. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can roll up on this little rug. Don't bother me.
Yes.
It's cozy here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Let the people know where they can follow you, your YouTube, your Instagram, all the things. We
Yeah.
want to support you in any way we can. If there's anything
Yeah.
else that you have going on that you can share, we would love
Yeah,
it.
from what I can share, that's season 2 of the Orbital Tribe. We are filming it right now, so it's dropping soon.
Ew.
Yeah, so the Orbital Tribe is on YouTube. It is on, you can follow our Instagram page. The Orbital Tribe is on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, of course. I think Amazon doesn't
Amazon,
have
yep.
one too.
Mhm.
Anywhere,
You listen to your podcast.
anywhere you listen to your
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah, and then share it, refer it to people if it helps you. And then, of course, you can follow me at Mignon, MIGNON_FOF on
What's
Instagram.
FOF? I always wondered what.
It's just initials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like,
They wouldn't give me Mignon.
are you serious? Somebody
They
already
wouldn't
had it.
Somebody already has it, but they don't post. But Instagram said that they were active, and I was like,
They're not active.
or it's their Finsta.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Just give it to me.
He's like, I'll give you Mignon FOF. You
Yeah,
give me
right.
Mignon. Yeah.
Just give it to me.
You can still creep with this one. That
Yeah,
is so
thanks.
funny. I love it. But thank you so much.
Thank
Guys, make sure you
you.
tap in with my girl Ming, and we will see you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Getting into today's fit. Today I am wearing a cream Louis Vuitton matching set. Absolutely love this outfit. It's super comfortable. Today we were just all the things. Keeping it simple with the jewelry today. I'm wearing Bottega Veneta earrings and my Van Cleef bracelet. Sweeties, I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. Look, remember, keep company only with those who uplift you and whose presence calls forth your best. Until next time, keep it positive, sweeties. Love y'all.